You know what's on my mind today? Cyberbullying, bashing, trolls, and haters online. Here on my daily thought bubble. Now, my friend gave me a call the other day, and he was very disturbed at the fact that he made a post. And from that post, there were people that disagreed with him. Now, the problem is not the people disagreeing with him. The problem was that some of the people disagreeing with him were actually bashing him already, insulting him, mocking him, and being just haters or trolls. And it really bothered him. And I could tell it bothered him because he gave me a call and asked for advice. He wanted to reply to them. I wanted to give this advice for anyone else that's experienced this, whether they posted something or they're getting all this bashing for nothing they ever did, that when you give in to those people that are insulting you and just throwing out a lot of hate, you're actually fueling their fire. What they're trying to do by insulting you is trying to get you to react. And the moment you react, you actually validate them. You're making them and giving them importance where they never had before. And I think for a lot of the people that are doing the bashing or the insulting, that's what they're doing is they're trying to incite a reaction because they need to be validated. I feel really bad for those people that are posting hateful messages or comments online and they're not paid to do it. Now, remember, there are two types of trolls. The first troll is the one that are not, the first one are the ones that are not paid for it and they're just really trolls by nature. They troll people, they post hateful messages and insults. And then there's the other one that's paid to do it. And they have several accounts and they do this to make money off it. And the ones that are paid to do it, I can understand because they're doing it because they're paid to do it. But the ones that do it for free, for the sheer joy of hating on people, that's what I want to focus on. If you're one of those people that have actually posted hateful messages or have been a part of a mob mentality where you guys go after somebody and just kind of like add fuel to the fire when there's something that happened, but without understanding what's going on, and just kind of like posting very hateful, negative messages. If you've ever done that, you're doing it because you're not mindful of yourself and you're not very self aware. And the problem with that is you're adding negativity to a space where it doesn't need to be. So, why do you do that? Why are there trolls that do that and they don't understand they do that? They do that because they're trying to get validation. And there's a lot of negative emotions inside them, and there's a lot of hate inside them, and they're just very negative people to begin with. And I feel bad for people like that. And I hope that they're able to figure out a way to channel that and turn that into a positive thing rather than a negative, because it's very hard to live in a very negative headspace. Now, for the people that are being attacked by those trolls or negative people, my suggestion is, and I suggested this to my friend, is to actually just ignore them and not give them the benefit of a reaction, because that's what they want, a reaction. They want to be validated. They want to feel like they matter. So when you reply to them, they feel like they're important to you. Now, to make yourself feel better if you're a victim of that kind of hate or bashing, is to remember that most of these people that are bashing you are probably not worth your time because of the fact that they're already very negative and because of the fact that they already have enough problems to deal with on their own. And that's why they're bashing, is because that is their way of being able to release all that negative energy and hateful emotion that's inside them. Most of them probably even hate themselves because they don't even understand themselves and they haven't figured things out. So when you encounter that, really, you have to take a step back, breathe. And even though you really want to reply and everything inside you wants to throw back hate at them, don't do it. Because when you throw back hate at hate, just two negatives don't make a right. And throwing hate at somebody doesn't make you a better person. It makes you feel better, but it doesn't make you a better person. So be very careful of just throwing hate, because it says more about you than it does of that person, whoever you're throwing hate at. And sure, it may feel good for that time being, but in the long run, that kind of hate will eat you up. Nobody else but you. So my recommendation is when somebody throws hate at you, number one, ignore them. And if you can't ignore them and it really bothers you and you're thinking about it, write it down on a personal journal. Or try to write your thoughts and your emotions in a constructive way where you're kind of trying to understand why you're upset by what they wrote, why it bothers you, and let it be. And for people that have a lot of followers, it is so much more important that you understand that people's opinions are their opinions and you have no control over that. And you have to stop wanting to have control, and you have to stop wanting to have the need to control other people's emotions, because that's beyond your control. And just accept the fact that everyone has a different opinion of you, and not everyone's going to like you. And that's it. And once you've learned to accept that, you're going to be fine with whatever people say and whatever people think. And not to condone people that hate. I mean, that's still there. It's just, at least now that you know you can't control them, at least you know the only thing you can control is yourself. And if you do that, you'll have more peace of mind. The need to not, sorry, if you don't have the need to try to control other people's opinion of you, the more peace you'll have with yourself and with whatever is thrown at you. And that's my thought bubble for today and my advice for people that have experienced hate. And I hope that this helps you. And let's just throw more love out there rather than hate. And this is Chris Tan. That's my daily thought bubble.